This is a short little video that recaps what we've done on the latest 10 projects or so, 10 videos about this one project. It also takes a moment to talk about what makes a good query, and then finally it shows how to use the Define Setting button. It is a very short video, and I think that you'll find it's useful. In this video, we are going to just stop and reflect a little bit of what we did, more or less to take a macro look at what steps we went through to come up with the report that we have in front of us. What we started off with, the premise was that the board, our executive committee, wanted us to give an analysis of these employee allowances for this year and last year. Maybe they're looking at cutting them back or trying to figure out what exactly they cost us. We started this by making another worksheet over here that listed out that just helped us list out the 6 accounts we wanted to use. Then we copied it over to this cell, to this page, and with the account numbers and so forth that we have with that. And so we brought over the account numbers and the names, and that is how we got this section right here, these 6 or so accounts. Then we constructed a cell that referenced time periods, which we've basically of no longer using, because now we're using the time periods that we set up with our prompts, and so our prompts are here with these values going into this cell, and we copied it over and we made it so it would break out by department. We put a breakout code here in B3. Okay, got the breakout code there so it appears. Just wanted to remind you of all the steps we took. Most importantly, I wanted us to take a second to look at the query that we've ended up with. If you study out this query, you notice that, well, something very unusual. Every report we ever make will say Sun Systems right there. But then the business unit is coming from the prompts, and then the ledger is, let's say, hard-coded, typed in there, selected in there. But then the account code is coming from over here, and the account period is coming from up there. So the point of this video is to really focus on the idea that we hardly ever should you make a query where inside the query are the hardened parameters for that query. It is much better to build it by reference, by referring to a reference or referring to a prompt. That way you can see easily what values are in each of these cells. It's an easily managed, it's not so much ease of seeing what's in there, but ease of managing what's in there. So if we need to add another, we could copy it over and put another row in. If the board says, no, we need one more allowance, we could easily add it in, copy these over, and continue rolling. One little trick that's worth showing in this short little video, we can do it right now. And so before I move on, let's make sure you're clear. Inside your queries, it is very advantageous to build it by building it into references, either to other cells that are open and transparent or to the prompts. Now, the one little trick that I wanted to show you is this little button up here called Define Settings. So you can see it there. So if you click this, now let's just show you how it works. See, I'm hovering over these numbers, and you see nothing particular happens when you hover over. If you click that baby, now when you hover over, it tells you the values that went into the queries. So this is a handy way if you've got a problem and you've got to fix it, and you want to take a peek at what are the values in each of your queries. This is a handy way of taking a peek without having to open every one.